You ever wake up one day and discover that one of the relationships that you have been investing so much time and energy and compassion and love into has been a total freaking lie? And it doesn't just apply to romantic relationships. I've seen it happen in platonic relationships, familial relationships, work relationships. Maybe you have been happily working at your job. You think things are going great. You even just had an incredible yearly review. And then they hire somebody else behind your back. They've been training them. You might even be training them yourself. Come to find out, they're actually your replacement. And as soon as they are up to par with all of the knowledge that you have, they are going to drop you like a bad habit and, replace you essentially. And then you'll be asked out. Maybe you have been taking care of your loved one. You've been living in their house since you were a child, doing everything possible to make them comfortable in their dying days. The years leading up to their dying days as they're getting older, and your extended family has no problem letting you do so. In fact, they encourage you to do so. They probably never even come to help when you need it, or whether you need it or not. As soon as that loved one dies, they sweep in with the quickness and kick you out of the home that you've always known because they want their money. Or maybe you have been in a relationship with someone for almost a decade. You think things are going one way because why wouldn't they be after so much time? And you've expressed back and forth that you both really care about each other and love each other, and you see each other getting older together and all this kind of stuff. And then one day you discover that that person has been seeing somebody behind your back, that they stopped feeling that way about you a long time ago, yet they never said anything about it. So now you're just left there not knowing up from down, left from right. Nothing makes sense anymore. You desperately want to work things out with them, but they essentially have moved on and found a new romantic interest. So yeah, you just become collateral damage in whatever scheme that they're playing. It sucks. I've seen it happen with friends of mine. I've seen it happen in my own family. It's happened to me personally. I ironically looked up a song the other day, In the End, by Linkin Park. I hadn't listened to Linkin Park in a very long time, and the quote, in the words of Chester Bennington, may he rest in peace, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. When it comes down to it, people suck, there's people out there that will just take with absolutely no remorse. And I'm naturally a giver, and I know other people that are the same way. We just give and we give and we give, and we don't generally expect anything in return or much in return. We just expect loyalty and compassion and love and the same things that you give. We want reciprocation. It's very simple. But for some people, it's no matter what you do, it's never enough. Again, whether it's at work, your boss sometimes expects you not to have a personal life. When it comes to familial relationships, it's oh, well, that's my loved one as well. Why should you get to reap the benefits of their estate or whatever? And it's okay, but you have a place to live. You have a life outside of, the life that one particular person had taking care of that loved one. Why not just let them have that space, have that opportunity to better themselves and to not have to completely disrupt their life? And then when it comes to romantic relationships, it's just like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about that at this current time. But I know that one day things will make sense, that it might not even matter, as, you know, the Linkin Park song says. But right now, it's kind of whack. Whatever.